Well, I'm out for a walk in the rain this morning, and I wanted to share a quick story about what happened after Victoria was having her nightmares and she put the stakes in the corners of her apartment. At this point, she hadn't told anybody but me. She was afraid people would think she was crazy. So after the dream stopped, she was so relieved, she went to school and told her best friend all about it. And turned out the best friend was the principal. The next day, the principal asked her to call me and say, hey, would Steve be willing to come stake out our school? It's a public school. And I said, okay, can we do it at night so we don't get sued? And they said, sure, that's fine. So lots of bad things were going on at that school. Lots of bad things going on at all our schools. So we drove up there one night, just the three of us, me and that teacher and the principal, with 4 stakes, a flashlight, a key to the front gate, and a hammer. We drove together to the 4 corners of the property after we came in the locked front gate, and we put the stake all the way in the ground, put the verses on it, and read the verses out loud together. Verses about God's promise to protect his people. And then we prayed at each corner. We prayed for the children, for the curriculum, for the teachers families, for the children's families, for the administration and their families, for the delivery people, everybody connected to that school we prayed for. And when we were done, I'm about to leave, I just wanted to say something encouraging to those ladies because of all the difficult things, bad things going on at the school. I said, off the cuff, off the top of my head, I just said, tomorrow there's going to be some really mad demons who can't get in here anymore because we just put a wall of God around this place. His word is still powerful. He's not the great I used to could. He calls himself the I am because he still does. And they said, well, that's great. We need it. And then I'm back on the road actually speaking about heaven at this point in time from my first book, My Search for the Real Heaven. About 9 months later, they called me. I'd kind of forgotten about it. And I said, well, good to hear from you. How's the school now? They said, great. All the problems are gone. It's like a completely different campus. I said, really? I mean, I'm supposed to have faith, but oh, that's great. Wait a minute. I said, what happened to the man who was causing most of those problems that you told me about? And they said, oh, yeah, he died. Oh, my goodness. I said, is he old? And they said, oh, no, he was in his 30s. Just had a heart attack and died. Now, let me stop here and say, I'm not happy somebody died. However, when children are at stake, God seems to get serious, doesn't he? There's some verse about if you lead a child astray, it'd be better for you if a millstone tied around your neck and thrown into the ocean. So anyway, they said after the man died, his mother came to the school demanding to see the principal. And when the principal showed up, came in the room, she started screaming and cursing. You blankety blank, you killed my son. This school killed my son. We don't know why she thought that because we never told anybody we had staked out that school. I still won't tell you what school it was. And so God's word is still powerful. Take that idea and run with it. Our schools are at risk. Our kids are at risk. God's word can make the difference if you believe.